Hello dear artful friends! Have you noticed the quality change in the video already? I did get a brand new camera. I am so thankful. I feel so blessed. And I wanted the very first video to be something to help other people. I know for me 2016 was rather stressful, if you aren't aware. And I know for many other people it has been very stressful. And so I was trying to think of calming methods and things to help with stress relief or to just calm down anxiety, anything like that. So I know that there are a lot of slime videos and there are tons of different things, so I wanted to go through and help make some of those, show you step by step how to make these stress relief products. Essentially, they're all super cheap. Every single thing that I have I got from a dollar store. They're all super cheap to make, and I've never personally made them myself, but I think that now is the time, and I wanted to show you all step by step how I am making them so that you in turn can make them. I also am going to make an entire video with the slime and everything else as its own separate video so that perhaps if you need something to fall asleep to or just to calm down your anxiety, anything like that, that video will be there. It'll be rather quiet except for the sounds of just the slime and what have you. So let's get started. Hello artful friends! I was able to get a new camera, thus the quality being so much better. I feel so blessed, I am so thankful. I know this is a weird camera angle because you can't see me, but there is a reason for that. I know for many of us, 2016 was very stressful. And personally for me, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic attacks, that I was trying to find methods and ways to help take care of those things so I could calm down. And I have not really gotten into this, but there are tons of slime videos, there are all sorts of other things that help calm people down to watch. And so what I wanted to do, I've never done this before, I wanted to make slime and other things to help with stress relief. And I wanted to make it for all of you as a step-by-step guide as to how you can make them as well. And I was excited to find out through all my research that all of the supplies is super cheap. Every single thing that I bought for this video was from the dollar store. So you too can make these. They're really cheap and expensive, but they can help calm you down to touch, to mess with. So let's get started. I have a few different ones to make. When I think stress relief, I think of those old-timey stress balls that you can squeeze. But some of them are a little just, they don't feel as great to mess with, especially if you like that stimulus feeling. They don't so much have that, they're just something to squeeze. So I am going to be making one that feels a whole lot better to mess with and get that stimulated feeling. All of these things are from the dollar store, so you don't have to worry about going over budget with a brand name things. Like, these are just floral bubble beads from the dollar store, and they do the exact same thing as the kid product that is just colorful. So they feel just fine, but they're also cheaper. And then I have food dye to help color them if you want. And I also have latex balloons. If you have a latex allergy, I am sure that you would be able to find maybe a different type of rubber balloon. I should hope so, but all I could find was latex balloons, so that is what I am going to be using. I do have these white ones so that whenever I add in different colors and what have you, it will be prettier, but that's not, pretty is not going to help with the stimulated feeling. So if all you want is just a quick and simple stimulated feeling, all you need then is a balloon and some of these floral beads and scratch the color. You can also use acrylic paint. I am also going to add in some glow sticks so that it glows in the dark, but I will just say at that point then you are dealing with a toxic substance. So if you are making this with a kid or just don't want to worry about this perhaps leaking all over the place if the balloon were to somehow break, then I would skip this altogether. But personally for me, I am going to be using this at night, so I feel having a glow-in-the-dark stress ball would be a lot more fun. Very, very simple. I just have the balloon out, and I'm going to stretch it as much as I possibly can already, so that whenever I add in stuff, we're not going to potentially pop the balloon. And I know I have beautiful nails today. It is my all-time favorite color, teal. So I do paint my nails because screw gender norms. I don't actually care. I think it's pretty and I want to feel pretty. So I'm just going to give that balloon a nice stretch, and then I'm going to get my handy dandy funnel with the super large, I hope these will fit in, and I'm going to wrap the balloon around if I can. Yes, wrap it around the nozzle so that I can easily add in my floral beads. And while getting the floral beads opened, like my mom always says, pride always comes before the fall. I was prideful in my nails and, well, we had an accident. I chipped it. Oh well. Now I'm going to just add in as many floral beads that I possibly can into here. I'm going to try to... Whoa! We got runners! I'm just going to add them in. These already feel amazing, but I'm just going to fill the balloon as much as I possibly want. And thankfully with balloons, since they do stretch, you can make a pretty large stress ball. And now I'm having a little bit of issues getting everything in, so that may have been too many. Maybe I should have aired up the balloon a little bit as I was going, but I've never done this before, so your guess is probably always better than mine as to how to do this. But I am going to just shove in as many as I possibly can. Just sorry, sticking my hand in here feels amazing, so I am excited for how this is going to feel. Oh yeah, that already feels really cool. So I am going to, and try not to make a mess. Oh, that's pretty interesting. I think that was cool. I'm going to air this up real quick so that I have a little bit of air in here so that I can make it easier on myself to add in more of these. Oh, he pulled it. Alright. And now dump in as many as I can while there's air in there. Wow! Oh man. Yes, good. That got a lot in there. Good job. Gonna do that again. Oh! I made a mess. Maybe this won't help with stress relief. Never mind. No. well, good job me. It wouldn't be a video without a mess, right? I picked up all the floral beads and I wanted to show you what food dye does to them. It does dye them a very nice whatever color that you choose. So I had blue, and they just went from clear beads to blue beads. So whatever you are wanting color-wise. I am finding out though that I should have found some clear balloons, because the white balloons you obviously cannot see the color too well until you do this, which I actually think is rather cool because you don't have any color really, and then you squeeze and there's your color. So it's whatever you are wanting. If you would rather get a clear balloon, that way you can see the color the entire time, or if you would like that surprise color, that is completely up to you on what you want. I did also double knot this. I did add in some of the glow-in-the-dark stick liquid. Let me fair warning you, if you do try this, that is toxic. It has an awful, awful odor. Do that in a very well-ventilated area. That's why I actually ended up taking it outside, and I didn't film that. And it was a huge mess trying to do, but I was able to get some of the liquid in there. But I did find out, and I will demonstrate with the lights off, I did find out that the glow-in-the-dark liquid actually dissipates in water, and the floral beads do have a little bit of water. So, unfortunately, as you can see, you can't tell that there is anything glow-in-the-dark here. So, what I ended up doing instead was just adding in an actual glow stick, which doesn't give it that great of an appealing look because now it looks like a gourd, but it does have that nice glow to it. So it's whatever you are wanting. If you would prefer that glow in the dark, don't even try to break it open, obviously, and just add in your glow in the dark stick as is. But these were obviously very easy to create and make. They do have an amazing feeling, and I will be posting the videos of just these alone, so that if you like the sound of balloon, I know not everybody can tolerate that, but if you are a person who likes the sound of a balloon being messed with, then there will be a video just for these. I will do separate ones, so the one that looks like a gourd and glows in the dark, and just one with the surprise color. So whichever one that you would prefer to fall asleep to, or calm down from anxiety, or just stress of your day with, those videos are available. The links are down below. The next thing we're going to make is slime. And there are two versions of slime that I have found. There is the normal slime, where it's just a creamy, slimy texture, and there is also crunchy slime. So we are going to make both creamy and crunchy slime. I am going to add glitter to mine, glitter paints. You do not have to add any glitter. Slime is what you make it. So slime essentially is just some glue, which I bought at the dollar store, a little bit of baking soda, which you can buy anywhere for rather cheap, and then some heavy starch. I was only able to find it in spray form, but I have heard that it works just fine. And then a little bit of water, about the same amount as how much glue you put in. And like I said, I am going to add in glitter paint just for myself. And then for the crunchy, I've just got some rocks that you can use for decoration of fake flowers, or I guess you could even use aquarium rocks, what have you. Something tiny and crunchy to go in there. Okay, I'm gonna add in the glue. All that glue. Don't eat it. I mean, I am sure some people have. I know, personally, as a child, I never ate glue. If you did, no shame, not judging. I personally didn't eat glue as a kid, but I did have the habit of coating the entire spout. I just threw the spout, but I would cover the entire spout in glue and then let it dry while I was at recess. And then in class, while the teacher was talking, I just slowly pick off the layers of glue. Or I was that weird child also that tried to see how much dried glue layered up I could put on the spout. So for days on end, I would just coat it, let it dry, coat it again, and get a giant pile, because I guess I had more important things to do than learn my lessons and my arithmetic. For the water, since you want about the same amount of glue and water ratio, I am just going to put a spout into my glue. Not in the glue, per se. In the glue bottle. add in my water. Ready-do. Let all that drain in there, nice. For some reason, oh, gluey, oh, making a mess. It wouldn't be a video with me if there wasn't messes being made, right? Right. I'm just gonna then add the water. That might be a little too much water, so I'm not gonna use all of that, just saying. And then, oh, that's a weird bit, but that is thankfully not done. That still actually might be way too much water. What do you think? I think that's too much water, so I am going to dump a little bit of that water. We can always add more if we absolutely feel we need it, but I'm feeling like that was a little too heavy on the water. And then I'm just going to add a, I don't know how much, little baking soda. Let's see, mix that on in there. This keeps it from being way too sticky, and I don't like it way too sticky, so I actually am probably going to be extra generous there. And I have made a mess on my hands, but that's okay. It's a fun experiment, and now I am going to add in my heavy starch. Oh, that's a little fumey. Delicious. I don't know how much you're supposed to add in. I'm still feeling, oh, that doesn't smell good. I am still feeling like that is way too much water. You thinking that's too much water? I'm feeling like that is way too much water. So I'm gonna contribute some of that to my water. Alright. And then I'm going to add in I'm just gonna add a generous amount. Might want to add in some more. I should have got a towel. That seems like something I should have thought about. Yeah, I'm still way too liquidy, so I'm just going to add in more glue. Adding in more glue. I'm not gonna add in any more water. I feel like that was my issue. Gonna add in a lot more baking soda, just gonna be really generous with my baking soda here. Making a giant mess in the process. I couldn't figure out at first why I was getting such a liquidy slime, because I didn't feel I used that much water for a balance of 2 glue to 1 water. I didn't understand why I was getting such a liquidy consistency. But I am blaming the heavy starch. I feel like there may be too much liquid whenever I spray it, that it's just not doing the job. And I didn't have enough baking soda, and I was really feeling like the baking soda wasn't even doing its job that well. So I am going to the first grade method that I enjoyed as a kid the best for slime, which is the cornstarch method. And I was able to find some cornstarch in my cabinet, and this type of slime I actually have always enjoyed a lot more. So now I am just trying to figure out the consistency. Obviously I have made a ginormous mess, so just be careful about where you are doing this. But it wouldn't be a video with KW if there was not a giant mess, am I right? But now I am getting a lot thicker, nicer, slimier texture. Oops. So I was able to figure out the consistency of the crunchy slime and the regular slime, and I filmed those videos, so please do check them out. All the links will be down below. They're just quiet, peaceful little videos of me playing with crunchy slime and regular slime, both on their own individual videos. The links are down below. Hopefully they will help you to calm down, give you something to focus on, anything that you need. I hope that these are helpful. Obviously, this was not a great tutorial on how to make the slime or anything, but there are plenty of other ones on YouTube that are much better, but I wanted to give you an idea of what I did, just in case if you were wondering. But I really do hope that these videos, the peacefulness, the quiet, I hope that they are able to help you in some way. I hope that you are able to have a great year and a very peaceful one, hopefully. I love you all very much. If you have not already, please do click the subscribe button, become an artful friend. Here we do a lot of cosplay and videos like this, just anything that comes to mind for 2017. I'm definitely trying to figure out what to do, but I am very appreciative and love all of you artful friends very much for sticking with me. I really hope that these videos are beneficial to you because I very much do care about you. I think you all are the best people, you're here for a reason, and let's keep the cosplay community a positive one, and stay strong, because I know that is very difficult, especially as of late, to be strong, but your survival rate is already at 100% and still going, and I'm very, very proud of you. I love you all very much, so much more than you know. Please take care, and have a good one. Thank you.